What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. All right, so we're going to dig into this daggone AI stuff, all right, because it's very important that we become literate. I'm right now, currently, I'm becoming literate in how to utilize AI to improve how I do my videos, improve how I research a lot of things, because right now you can research anything much easier. Like, remember with Google, when Google came out, but before Google came out, we had to go to the library, right, and get our information. I remember doing that, going to the library physically, had a library card and everything, right? And then when Google came out, you can just Google it, right? And then people who didn't get hit with the times, they get mad because you use Google. Oh, what, you Googled it? It's like, yeah, because it's a superior way to search for information, right? Because we got a lot of anti-intellectuals who get mad because they're not up to date on technology, and because other people use that technology, they get upset because they can't compete. All right. So now we're past Google. We're in ChatGPT and Gemini and all these things, right? Not Grok. We're not doing Grok. All right. We're not doing that. All right. But now we got ChatGPT. It takes Google and makes it 1,000 times easier, because when you go to Google, you'll go to the first page. There's thousands of pages on whatever topic you're looking for and thousands of websites. But you'll go to what? First 1, 2, 3 pages, right? And you never really went deep into the internet, because the internet is a lot deeper than what we used to do when we were swimming in it looking for information. But with ChatGPT, it makes it so we can go deep to the Mariana Trench. All right, we can go down to the Mariana Trench, right, with information and pull it out. You're still Googling, but you're doing it in a more efficient way, right? So that's one way you can use it. And there's other ways you can use ChatGPT to optimize whatever you do, whether it's your business, whether you're trying to improve your what do you do for work or whatnot. But the thing is, we can't be left behind. All right. Long gone are the days where we think we're going to make businesses and we're going to do all these things, making herbs and soaps and all that shit. Like, that's cool and all. But listen, we're going to the future. So we black people need to be armed and prepared. So apparently there's this thing called AI automation, AI consultant, which every time I hear the word consultant, I'm like, yeah, my big old, what you want to consult me in? You probably don't know nothing about it. And I ain't going to say act like I know anything about it. What we're going to do is we're going to learn together. All right. So whether AI consult, and I don't know how long this is going to last. I remember building coding was hot and everybody was learning how to build and code, right? And as soon as everybody started doing that, there was a machine that did it for you. All right. So I don't know how long it's going to, our entry level knowledge of this technology is going to last before we move to something else, right? But I do know that if we don't continue to learn with the technology, we're going to be left behind. So one of the things that everybody is talking about now is AI consultant, right? But in order to consult on something, you got to know what you're talking about, right? So I feel like for those who understand what I'm saying, because if you don't, then you're not going to do it anyway. But for those who understand what I'm saying, right, it may behoove us to even learn how to either consult ourselves, right, or consult others, right? Because I can right now teach somebody how to use ChatGPT to do what I'm doing, right? I can teach people how to use ChatGPT to help you in your editing, right? So I have a lane for me, right? So you may not think that you have the capability of consulting anybody on anything, right? But you'd be surprised what you become proficient at as you continue to use it over and over. All you're doing is regurgitating the information you've learned and so somebody else can do what it is that you do, right? So I know my capacity is limited to just editing and creating this, doing that, but I know there's a lot more I need to learn, and that's what I'm doing, right? And I could be an AI consultant in certain lanes, right? And I'm sure many of you can do the same thing. But if you dive into it, there's ways to make money, because listen, there's a lot of people they're not going to leap into the future. There's a lot of people that's not going to learn how to do AI, but they want to benefit from AI. They're going to benefit, and that's where your niche is. You find those people that are too lazy to do it. They just want somebody to do it for them. That's where you can make money, honestly. Because right now I can make money, and I have made money teaching people how to edit, right? Because I get emails from people, how you do this? Most time I do it for free, because I just don't, I do it for free. Right. But I have on some occasions got paid, or they just gave me money because it's like they felt good that I did this and that. And I'm like, okay, I'll take your money. I'm not going to not take your money. I'll take your money. You know what I'm saying? I'll take your money. But so we're going to learn together about AI consultant, and some of it's bullshit. We know a lot of people are going to use that as a new grift to try to give you some goddamn ebook or some shit that say the same thing you could have just asked teacher ChatGPT to tell you, right? But we're going to sift through all the bull crap. We're going to have different perspectives. People are going to say different things, and we're going to learn, and let's just wrap our mind around it. Remember, there are people today that never moved from the flip phone. Okay? There's people today that said, I'm not going to get a phone that don't have physical buttons. Okay? So, like, just like that, there's going to be people who say, I'm not going to use any of this AI technology, this and there you go, because they're going to need that shit. And then that's where you come in to help them use it. And you can get a little coin while you're at it. All right? Anyway, without further ado, let's learn some of this stuff. Anyway, that's all I got to say is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Day one of being a construction AI consultant. Today, most of the work was done in Cloud Code. I'm basically building like a back-end AI consultant that gives clients who are curious about this service a quick AI roadmap of anything in their business they want to automate. To access that automation, you just need to go to automatedconstruction.io and fill out this page, and you'll get a full automated construction guide for your business to automate any repetitive business processes. Like and comment if you're a contractor and you want to see any automations or roadmaps or any build outs that you would like for your business.
Want to get into AI automation but have no idea where to start? I'm going to show you a simple little trick that you can do and some results. First step, you want to go into ChatGPT. You are going to tell it that you want to create a job description for an AI automation, somebody that excels in creating AI automation in platforms like Zapier, Make, etc. You want to build this basic job description out like you're literally looking to hire top tier talent, give it a salary, years experience, what they should be proficient in. Spits this giant job description out, right? Then you're going to tell it, now take that job description and build out a prompt that we can use to build a custom GPT to utilize these skills. It then spits out the very long GPT prompt, and it is customized for my business. It already knows what we do, so it is customized for my business. You can change that, but that's how it automatically comes out. Take that GPT, plug it into a custom GPT, so if you have a $20 plan, you can do this. Then I went in and talked to it and was like, hey, these are some of the redundant tasks we do. Where can I automate? How can we get better help? And it spit out all these different ideas. And I said, hey, can you tell me step-by-step how we can do this AI-powered client reporting automation step-by-step? And then it spits out literal step-by-step how to implement it, even with code for us to use inside of the platform. That's pretty wild. If you've been on the fence about how to automate, like what to automate, how to even do these things, go use GPTs, man.
I think the biggest problem with AI agency owners as well as AI consultants is that you're offering way too many solutions. See, I've been in the AI consulting space for the past 2 years now, and I only offer really 4 main solutions. So here they are, and here's how you can make money with them in 2025, moving into 2026. So starting with number 4, which is the least profitable agent to offer in the space, is I think voice agents. So largely people think that voice agents are the way to go, and I think they're really nice and they serve a decent purpose. But what people don't realize is human touch is really important. So usually when I'm selling voice agents, they'll be after hours voice agents. So if a dentist closes at 5 o'clock, the voice agent will be there to answer any calls from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. when everybody's back in the office. But as far as having a like 24/7 voice agent or a voice agent that operates during business hours, it's far less usable and beneficial for businesses, a lot less than you would think. Number 3 is lead reactivation. This is where businesses with large databases of old clients can use AI to, again, reactivate those leads. So get them warmed up, tell them, hey, if you come back to us, we'll offer you a discount, book an appointment with us, those types of things. And this is really how I got started in the consulting game, because you don't have to charge anything up front. You can set up the systems for free on the back end, and you can charge for every appointment booked or every lead that replies. So this is a really good way to build trust and then upsell them to more expensive services down the line. Number 2 are custom solutions. I would only really offer this after you've built a strong rapport with the client, because it only makes sense to do this if you're making a lot of money from your client. Because the purpose of a business is to be scalable and to build repeatable systems that you could just repeat, plug in, repeat, and change for the client. Obviously, you can't do that with custom solutions, but you can charge them quite a bit of money. I mean, upwards of $3,000 to $4,000 for the custom solution. But again, if you're charging that much money, there must be some trust involved. You would have had to deliver some type of results in the past. So before you get to doing this, it's important that you have, again, built a strong rapport and the client trusts you before you pitch any type of custom solutions or going in and consulting them on their existing needs. And the last one, and my favorite one, and really what most of my clients come to me for, are smart websites. Everybody knows in 2025, 2026, you obviously need a website, but the problem with most websites is that they're literally just a banner, right? You go to their website, maybe they have a number on their website, maybe you can learn about their opening and closing times, but they don't do much else. Now, what a smart website does is it includes automation within the website. It takes the buyer from awareness when they first reach the website to booking an appointment to getting the service done. It's from awareness to profit immediately. And we do this through SEO optimization, email marketing, SMS marketing, even some chat box integrated into the website. I love talking about smart websites because I think they're one of the biggest opportunities for new AI consultants to come in and immediately provide value. So if you want to hear more about that, feel free to follow me. If you're looking to make money as an AI consultant, these are the only 4 services that you really should be offering. Again, these are scalable and repeatable, and you just have to slap a new company name, new company logo on each automation to make it custom for the client. If you want to learn more about being an AI consultant, feel free to follow me. I post videos like this every single day.
If you're trying to get into the AI automation business, it is too late. And the reason I say that is because companies do not want AI automations anymore. They want something that I call AIaaS, automation infrastructure as a software. At the end of the day, companies aren't buying these automations or these AI services because they want to, and it's fancy. It's because they understand that it's going to do basically one thing for them: make them more money, ROI. So instead of becoming an expert at using the tools, because soon, I would say in the next 6 to 12 months, if not maybe 2 years, you're going to be able to prompt just like you can do with ChatGPT and make automations, and it's just going to pop out like this. And with some tools, you can actually already do it. You need to become an expert at how to be able to implement AI solutions into businesses. That's technically what a consultant does. That is the new skill that you need to be aiming for, is understanding businesses, understanding where their weak points are, and then understanding being able to go in there and implement solutions that include AI as a tool. AI isn't the solution, it's the tool. Deuces.
So I'm gonna put you guys on game. Here's my tech stack that took my AI consulting company to over 100K a month. Real simple tech stack. You just need these 4 things. Ready? Go high level, VAPI, NAN, and PandaDoc. All you need is those 4. You connect those 4, PandaDoc for the fucking contracts, and maybe Stripe or Fanbase, whatever. But that's literally all you need. You have those 4 or 5 down. You watch some tutorials on YouTube. You watch me or whatever. You will get that shit down to the T. It will be. It's literally the perfect opportunity. There's nothing else to say about that. Like, I'm just putting you guys on free game right now. This is the perfect opportunity, and it's not hard. Each one of those platforms aren't hard to learn. They're all no code. You can make literally any automation, any fucking follow-up call or whatever people's businesses in hours, even fucking minutes. But yeah, that's my tech stack and free game.
Okay, I need all you AI consultants to relax, okay? Learning how to do end-to-end automations does not make you an AI consultant. It doesn't. You need significantly more skill and experience in order to be a true AI consultant. So all these AI automation agency owners telling you, oh, just do AI consultancy, don't try it. Don't try it unless you've already sold $50,000 worth of end-to-end automations and you actually understand what it takes to integrate and productionize those kinds of systems. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. You're not even going to make sense. You're going to talk to these people, you're not even going to know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it. Don't do AI consultancy just because it seems hot. There's still a great deal of skill involved and learning involved, and it's not something you can just pick up and run with in a few weeks. But if you do want to actually learn and you do want to get into it for real, click the link in my bio. I got you.
A lot of the news headlines that I read last week were talking about how Claude Work is going to change the way we work, and there was a lot of fear in the market because of Claude Cowork, so I wanted to jump on here and talk about it. If you're new here, my name's Musso and I run Fabrica, a software development agency where we help folks like you build custom software. Here's the thing. There's nothing really new about Claude Cowork. It's essentially Claude Code that's reskinned, and a lot of people are seeing it for the first time because Claude Code was technical and it lived in the CLI, whereas Claude Cowork basically lives in your Claude Windows or Mac app. So it's essentially a similar technology that we've been playing with at our agency for the last couple of months. So we think we understand it well enough to talk about it. The big thing that I want to get across to you is Claude Code is going to impact some businesses more than others, and it's going to benefit all businesses. And a good way to understand that is if you're in the professional services services sector or not. If you're in the professional services sector, then Claude Code is a very frightening reality of AI. A lot of the tools that are built in Claude Code are plugins that can do legal work, marketing work, data analytics work, which are traditionally outsourced to firms that are specialized in that type of work. So if you're in that type of sector, it's becoming increasingly evident that AI companies and AI tools are directly challenging that industry, so that type of work is going to be shaken up in the next couple of months. If you're not in those sectors, then Claude Cowork is a really interesting opportunity for you to be able to get these professional services that would have otherwise costed a fortune for a fraction of the cost, or a $17 per month membership. So let's try to look at an example, and let's assume that you are the CEO of a car dealership group. Car dealership groups, like most businesses, have a lot of moving parts. They have marketing that's ran through social media channels, you have a CRM, you have inventory data that lives outside of the CRM, and market analytics tools that are also third-party tools that live on their own corner. All of these things are pretty fragmented. One tool doesn't talk to the other tool unless you spend a lot of money integrating Salesforce into your business. Claude Code integrated into all of these different mixed tools becomes your executive superpower. You're basically able to pull all of these different data sources together, analyze them using a data analytics plugin that's part of Claude Code, and basically understand the data in seconds, which would have otherwise taken weeks of work for you to do that on your own, or thousands of dollars with a consultant. And then you're able to take that analytics that you've got and use it to either craft marketing copy, create projects around it using the project plugin, or update your company records using the Enterprise Claude plugin. All of these different plugins are just what's offered by Anthropic. There's literally thousands of other plugins that are available on the internet that you can add to your Claude Cowork to make it even more powerful. So if you're a business thinking of integrating AI, Claude Cowork should be the first place that you start. And then once you get more advanced in your use case, then think about building custom software that's powered with AI. At that point, we're more than happy to help, so feel free to drop us a line at heyfabrica.com. Thank you, and follow for more.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.